It's not your typical Chinese meal. Ornate surroundings, fancy napkins and regal-looking chairs. Up until recently, this is how many government officials enjoyed their lunch and dinner, all at taxpayers' expense. Last year, China's Communist Party announced a crackdown on extravagant spending by government officials, corruption and abuse of power. Extravagant galas paid for using public funds were banned. Expensive dishes like shark fin and bird's nest soup are off the menu at official dinners. And officials below provincial level are forbidden from staying in hotel suites. But our investigation shows some government officials are finding it hard to let go of their luxurious lifestyle. Staff at this 5-star hotel in Jinan, in China's eastern province of Shandong, say their business hasn't suffered greatly as a result of the government crackdown.
Consumption of expensive dinners by government officials in public has declined, but now they just dine in private rooms. If they require, we can invoice them for something other than a meal.
At this 4-star hotel, also in Jinan, staff admit they still offer expensive meals for government officials, served up with the discretion they require.
They won't eat expensive dishes in full view of the public. We have a buffet, but they just order extra dishes for an additional price. And if someone asks, they just say it's a working lunch.
While some government officials will go to any lengths to get around the ban, the crackdown seems to be having an impact. At this 4-star hotel in Changcheng, in China's northeastern Jilin province, staff admit they've been hit hard by shrinking turnover.
We haven't received any reservations from government departments, but we still have some business customers. They hold their year-end banquets here every year.
Others have simply shut down. Around 30 high-end restaurants here at Westlake, in the historic centre of Hangzhou in eastern China's Zhejiang province, have been forced to close their doors. Many were built unlawfully with public funds, sometimes in historical buildings. Restaurants in Changsha, Nanjing and Beijing have also been forced to shut down. A notice on the door of this Beijing hotel says the restaurant has been closed since January 31st. Local residents still reel at the cost of dining there.
The consumers are not ordinary people. I stopped by once because we had guests coming, and I wanted to find a place for us all to get together, but it was too expensive.
Many ritzy restaurants are now being forced to reinvent themselves in order to survive. Just 2 months ago, this tea house on West Lake was one of the priciest in town. Around 500 yuan, over $80 per person. Known for its luxurious decorations, expensive meals and 5-star service, it was off limits to ordinary Chinese for almost a decade. But the ban on officials splashing public cash has forced it to appeal to a broader market.
It costs 18 yuan for a cup of tea, and the price of one dish is around 20 to 30 yuan. The average spend here is around 50 to 60 yuan each person. We also offer some high-end tea and dishes, but basically we're now targeting ordinary customers. We intend to add other services like lecture theater and book bars within these premises. We'll still keep it as business place, but it will be open to the public, and all the services will be moderately priced.
This high-end club in Beijing is open to members only. Its palatial lawns used to be open to the general public, but they were taken over by the club. If you fancy whiling away an afternoon here, you may be put off by the price tag. The average cost per head is around 670 yuan, around 110 US.
That area used to belong to the park, but I don't know who it belongs to now.
Staff from the club told us they're adjusting their services and plan to reopen in mid-February.
We will focus on offering conference services in the future. We have lowered the price and will offer meals from 38 yuan so more people can enjoy dining here.
And here in Chongqing, this 4-star hotel has added hot pot to its menu in an effort to lure in local residents.
We were worried our guests would complain about the strong smell of the hot pot, but the overall occupancy rate didn't drop much, and we believe it will increase in the future.
Industry insiders say luxury hotels are also feeling the squeeze after the Communist Party banned officials from checking into 5-star hotels using the public's purse. The China Tourist Hotel Association estimates there was a 25% decrease in hotel turnover in 2013. In the first half of 2013, the average lodging rate of hotels with 3-star ratings or more fell by 6% to 53% compared with the same period last year. More than 20 hotels closed down each month during the year. The downturn in government spending has also contributed to 56 5-star hotels seeking to downgrade their rating to 4 stars. According to China's media, while many government officials may be feeling the sting of trading their luxurious wining and dining for something more mainstream, it's just the sort of sustenance they need. A move away from attending parties and getting drunk means they're saving themselves from the pains of ill health. For China's taxpayer, the austerity measures are proving a lot more palatable.